For those of you that don't know, we were reminded on December we had 30 days left on our lease. We could either renew or we could find a new office. You've seen us find a new office. Problem is, that took us 2 weeks. After those 2 weeks, we've only had 2 weeks to renovate the office. On top of that, it was a holiday season, so people were taking a ton of time off. With all that in mind, we had to rush through it and had to get as much done as quick as we could.
First, we needed to plan a layout. Frank measured everything, and we used these old pieces of wood laying around from the last tenant to plot out where the walls were going to be.
It's not square at all. 76 and 10. These are smart ones.
How are we gonna quartz that?
That? I mean, it looks like it.
It doesn't.
This is just, if you do a 36-inch cabinet, it's really all we need here. This doesn't really have to be here.
Anything there with water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Everyone's negative on it but you. He's like, I got a penny. Everyone's like...
The next day, everyone showed up first thing in the morning, ready to go.
Look, Connor, I'm you today. We're starting the renovation on the office. Here is Pat's room. He's got edamame. Look how good that looks. I'm talking about you. Look at that big, strong man.
He's hard to lead. Just measures out of the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
We had done a little bit of work the night before and decided on the room layout.
You can see that they've started putting metal studs up. This is going to be our storage area. We've got 17, 18-foot ladders that we got to put somewhere. This is one of the bathrooms. There's 3. So they ripped all the trim up. They ripped all the old floor out. They put the new LVP down over it. You can see he's got the transition in here. We put the new toilet in. We obviously got to paint it, put new trim up, new fixtures and all that stuff, but they're moving along. That's going to be Lou's office that they're working on now. You can see the outline from the tape line. This here is going to be Frank's office. This here is to indicate the swing of the door. We had this fridge that we pulled out of another house. I think they were throwing it away. We threw it in our garage and we're going to clean it up. It's got an ice maker, all that stuff. But there used to be a water fountain here, so the water line was still in the wall. So we're just going to hook it up to our own fridge. Obviously we'll put a countertop. This is the main entrance. You come in, you've got the reception desk over here, and then we didn't want to close it off and make it an office because it felt like we were closing in the space a lot. So we just put a wall here and then we're gonna leave it open. You're gonna have a nice little waiting room. We got speakers throughout the ceiling. We're gonna put a TV up here, put some chairs. Maybe we'll put our YouTube on repeat for the people sitting in the lobby. Over here, conference room. We're doing, I can't remember if it's a half wall or 3/4 wall, but I think we're going to like here and then we're gonna put glass up. These lights here are pretty cool. They're LED. Lowest setting, medium setting, high setting. We're keeping them on the lowest setting because they're LED. So that's pretty bright already for a low setting. And our yearly average is gonna be $5 a light as opposed to a fluorescent. So just upgrading to LED, these are 80 bucks a piece, but you're gonna save a ton of money just because they cost so much less to operate and the bulbs last forever.
Oh, this was the pink room, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pink. You can see he pulled off all his pink countertop. We put one light in here just to test it out and it was super bright. So we're going with those. He didn't fix any of this stuff because he's just gonna rehang shelves and stuff in the same spot. So no reason to put the extra effort in to patch it all up to just put holes in it again. But over here, you can see that he did mud and sand. Probably gotta hit it with one more round of sanding and then he'll paint the rest of it. But it's a pretty good color too. I almost went with this color. He's also gonna do, I think he's gonna put a quartz top on his desk or something. I don't really know. It's up to him to figure out. We got the kitchen in here. Eventually it's gonna get a makeover. We have another fridge at our office and we're gonna put that other fridge in here too. We already moved over the microwave, espresso maker, that kind of stuff. Reception area, until all the walls are built, we don't wanna put any of the quartz in. Same here. We're ripping all this out, all these old cabinets. We're just gonna put in some new white shakers, put a nice quartz top on it. We got a new sink and faucet and all that. The second bathroom here, we put the new floors in, put the new toilet in. I actually really like these. They're dual flush toilet, so they're super efficient. It saves a ton of water. I love that. Work in progress. Trying to hit that 2-week deadline. This is Connor's room. We've done almost nothing to it. This is my office. I was here at 6:30 or 7, started painting it. I've got my one coat on everything. It looks pretty sloppy because I painted over all the plates and everything, but we're replacing them all and switching them all to black anyway. I didn't see the need to waste time taping them off when I'm just getting rid of them. Third bathroom, final bathroom, private bathroom. We're gonna put the rest of the stuff in after we paint.
Then, our framers got to work. Since this is a commercial building, there's a big difference in how the walls need to be built. In commercial buildings, you use what's called a metal stud. This isn't just a 2x4, this is a steel piece that's made just like a stud. So the reason for this is, number one, they're moisture resistant. Wood, regular 2x4, will suck in moisture. Metal obviously doesn't. The next thing is wood burns. Metal studs don't burn. So if there's a fire, you have a much much better chance of your walls surviving. On top of that, it's usually more sturdy than wood. By the next day, all the studs were in, so Pat started replacing all the lights. These new lights are a lot better than what was here. We've upgraded to new LEDs, so not only are they brighter, they're way more economical. After that, Connor, Pat, and I started planning the layout for my office. This is important because we're planning on doing member-exclusive live streams a couple times a month. So we want a good backdrop for that, and we want a good setup as far as lights and camera go. At this point in the process, things started to slow down. With the holiday season and the big changes made, now it was about the smaller renovations, like mudding the walls and finishing up the paint.
Have you ever heard the term watching paint dry? You're the only one working it right now. Everyone else is just waiting on shit to dry. Pat is doing some electrical thing. I don't know what happened. The camera's not upside down.
But the big question is, did we make it in time for January 1? Where's the renovation at, and are we moved in fully? Well, as you can tell, the office is somewhat there. I've got some paintings in the closet. None of that stuff is up yet. The room's kind of a mess. We got most of it painted, not the trim. We got the new floors in the bathroom. All the trim for it is right here. Just haven't trimmed it out yet. We got most of Connor's room up and ready. That hasn't been painted, but other than that, all the stuff's here. Everything's working. The whiteboard's up. Everything's good. Bathroom, again, you can see we put in the new floors and the new toilet, our little mini wet bar. We've got the cabinets. Today is the 8th, so we did not make move-in date, but everyone is moved in and we are working. Our maintenance area is mostly set up. You can see Frank and Tristan going over a bid there. We painted it. We have yet to put the quartz on anything yet. Same with the kitchen. We moved everything in. We have not finished these terrible blinking lights, but we did paint it and we have not got the countertops on yet, but it's coming. We were actually able to cut out about half the lights in the building just by switching to these LEDs. We got a conference table, but no chairs. Frank has got most of the walls up and sanded, insulated, all that. Our lobby still under construction, not done yet. Got the lights up. Come down this hallway. We've got, as you can see, the walls up. It's mostly drywalled and ready to paint. Another little kitchen area. This is a water line. So we've actually got ice and water and everything to that fridge, which is nice. The drywall's up, but not necessarily finished. Got our third bathroom, new toilet, new floor, new mirror in the corner. It's getting there. Wash station, not done yet.
You just assembled the old.
We took apart the old podcast table, yeah. It was the only way to get it in and out of the doors. Frank's office, not yet drywalled, because he was doing everyone else's. Lou's in there. I don't want to open the door. I don't know what she's doing. Mostly drywalled. You can see some of this we got to go back and fix up. You can see all the insulation in and all the walls. We got the door on the storage. Taking everything from our old building, just a ton of junk. We shouldn't have kept any of it. So we did not make the move-in date, but everyone has moved in and we are still working from this space. And maybe a week or two it'll be finished. So as you can tell, we did not make the deadline. Things are still happening. The place will get finished. When all that's done, we're gonna give you guys an update video, and then we're gonna put them all together so you can watch the whole thing in one series. If you wanna see us hunting for offices, you can click right here.